Hi everyone, and welcome to the third episode of the Repeat Digital podcast. Today we're going to be talking about whether or not it's worthwhile going to university when you want to go into the digital marketing world as a career. So I'll let everyone introduce themselves one by one. Cam, do you want to start?
Yeah, hi, I'm Cam. I studied business management and marketing at Nottingham University, and I graduated in 2015.
Cool. I'm Ollie. I studied law at Nottingham Trent University. I never saw Cam once, even though we was at the same time. I'm not sure why.
Probably avoiding you.
Yeah, probably.
Hey, I'm Freddie. I studied mechanical engineering at the University of Nottingham and I graduated in 2017. I went to better uni, yeah, get over it.
Oh, I'm allowed to swear?
We'll beat that out. Come on, Molly.
I'm Molly. I'm the only one here that didn't go to university. I decided to do an apprenticeship in digital marketing instead. So this is my first job. Ollie kindly hired me back in 2018, was it?
Probably.
Early 2018. And yeah, that's me.
I'm Amy. I did my degree in events marketing and then went into a master's in marketing at Trent.
Mm.
Very nice.
How exciting.
Just jealous.
Okay.
So, shall we start with the people with marketing degrees? Amy and Cam, do you think it's worthwhile people now who want to go into marketing and digital marketing to do a marketing degree first?
No.
Why? Ooh, controversial.
Oh, straight away. Universities focus a lot upon material in their teaching, and there is no material, depending on where you want to sit. SEO, there's books you can read, but they're not counted towards any of your degree level work. But PPC, there's nothing been written. So if you were to go into a career in PPC, 100% just go straight into the business.
I would agree as well. I would say there's not. It's really hard to really have a career in digital marketing without actually having experience in it. But doing the degree, that I did find that there are some uses, from a day-to-day line of work in terms of, actually writing proposals out to clients, actually understanding the industry as well, understanding marketing as a whole. It can help, but it's not to say that, that university is going to make you a better person and going to make you a better marketer. It's not. I don't think that's the end all, to be honest.
I do agree with Cam.
Yeah.
It does make you a better marketeer as a whole, but it won't necessarily get you in the door.
Yeah. What do you two think? Having been to university but not studied marketing, do you think it was worthwhile? Like, do you use your law degree, Ollie? No.
Ever. Freddie uses his degree. He's good at maths.
That is true.
Freddie's good at maths.
And yeah, PPC has some numbers in it, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
So,
A couple of numbers,
That's
a
maths.
few percentages here and there.
Yeah, that's cool. So yeah, I studied law and I don't really know anything about law. And then I set up a business
So you
doing
must know
marketing.
something.
But I didn't use any law stuff in that knowledge base that I had. Having said that, uni was massive for me. It changed me as a person. It did.
Do you want to share how it changed you as a person?
I was shy. I wasn't independent.
Still aren't.
How many friends did you have before uni?
Oh, yeah, that's a big one.
None.
I literally
Still
had.
none.
How many did I have? I had 5 friends.
You got a girlfriend out of uni.
Oh, that's a big one. That's a big one.
shout out to Hannah.
That's
A long-term partner.
yeah. I guess that's a really big thing, actually, isn't it? Meeting your partner. I probably wouldn't have found any girls if I didn't go to uni. But this is true story. Before uni, I didn't have any confidence to talk to girls, and now I did.
I think confidence is a big thing.
Well, I don't talk to any more girls because obviously I'm with Hannah, but
Digging
yeah,
a hole?
it gives you confidence. It makes you self-sustainable. You learn to work as a group, sort of in the courses. I think uni, for me, if as an employer specifically, I would hire someone based off the fact that they did the degree, just as an experience, a lifestyle experience. It shows that they have independence, and it shows...
They might have a girlfriend.
Girlfriend, yeah. No, that's not... Don't listen to that.
I'd say it means you can sort of usually deal with fairly big projects and sort of work by yourself and with other people to get those sort of big projects done as well. I'd say it's one of the key things I took from university.
Yeah. So the course content's not really that great for actually the practical side. That when you go into a job, it just teaches you wider things that you can sort of like take into your career in digital marketing.
Yeah, I think uni's definitely good for the experience of meeting new people, just being thrown into a completely different lifestyle. So it's more character building, I guess, rather than the actual degree, like you said before.
However, I miss that
You miss it?
because I was already in a different country.
Yeah.
Therefore, I didn't have to try to meet new people because I was already having to.
Yeah.
So I didn't have the nightlife or anything else like
Yeah.
these guys did.
I don't know what you're on about in terms of nightlife. I stayed
Fred, you're
in.
innocent.
I went to a book club with
Athletics club.
my friends. Athletics, yeah, that was good. Yeah.
But did it help you
What, athletics?
with anything you do today?
But do you think that was a
Yeah.
good part of hiring someone as well? Like if they were part of different communities and stuff.
What,
Yeah.
extracurricular?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. You always want someone who's fun, does stuff, not vanilla. What are you laughing at? So yeah, and it shows that they can perform as a team. Freddie loves rugby.
It's true, I do love rugby.
Did you
Team
do it
sport.
at uni, didn't you?
Yeah, I played for the engineering team, yeah, so
Oh.
once
Did
or
you-
twice.
Did you calculate those angles to throw the ball?
No, it's more about the force in terms of hitting
Force.
people.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god, that must hurt. Jeez.
So then, Molly,
Yes.
how do you compare an apprenticeship to sort of a marketing degree or a non-marketing
I
degree?
would say, just point out, you did try
I did
uni.
try uni, yeah. So I went to uni for one whole semester and it wasn't very good, so I left. And
What
then
did you
I
study?
did journalism at the University of Sheffield, and the course was great. I just didn't really have a very good flat time, so I decided to leave because it was affecting my mental health. And then I think it was only 2 weeks after I came home, I had an interview with Oliver over here, and then he gave me the job. So
The rest is history.
the rest is history, exactly.
Yeah.
18 months later, I'm still here.
And Ollie supported you through your apprenticeship. But, Ollie, what's your opinion on apprenticeships?
On apprenticeships, I actually value apprenticeships more highly than university.
Oh, why?
The stuff Molly was doing in an apprenticeship was all-encompassing. It was practical. They made her do a podcast. Molly was doing podcasts before we even did podcasts.
I was.
And now we're doing podcasts. So she must have been right. And she was doing
Must
web
have
development.
been.
She was looking at coding, a bit of SEO,
Yeah,
social
it
media,
was a bit of everything really.
all of this
So it was
stuff.
more of the practical
Yeah.
skills.
Yeah.
Which is actually what you're judged on as an agency, like your actual practical skills, your actual account management. Yeah, so apprenticeships, I
Yeah.
think they're really the way to go. And obviously you don't get in a lot of debt as well, which is kind of a big thing.
Yeah, it's not a debt, it's just a tax.
Yeah, but I looked at my bank statement the other day and it went up by £300 in the last,
What?
was it year or quarter?
That's
Yeah.
sad.
I don't think I'm ever going to pay it off. What am I going to do?
You don't need to though, do you?
Should
What,
have
until I
chosen an
die?
apprenticeship.
Should I, I don't know. Yeah, but those reasons I said earlier,
Yeah, true.
I needed
Very
those.
true.
And I think they are worth that 21 grand of debt. Changed me as a person for the better.
So do you think, obviously you're of the opinion you would prefer an apprenticeship over a degree. Do you think all employers are looking at that, or do you think it's maybe dependent on how big the company who are hiring are?
I think a lot of companies are stuck in the past, aren't they? They look at degrees like the be all and end all. I think I said that right. It's like when you look on Indeed or other job sharing sites, it says that you need to be at minimum of degree level qualification, and it's complete poop. I would hire someone with 1 year of PPC experience rather than someone. Actually, no, that's contradictory because I just hired Freddie and he's got no PPC experience.
I've got
Oh,
some.
that was a bit harsh.
And he's got some. Have you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He knows
Yeah.
he now knows
Yeah.
how to use it.
Yeah. I don't know. It depends.
You're very different because you always go on fit of the company rather than necessarily their degree level or anything else. It's how they're going to fit within the company.
That's the thing that you can teach PPC as much as you want, but you can't teach the personal
personality.
skills or the communication skills.
Attitude. This guy has attitude.
Good attitude.
These girls have attitude.
Good attitude.
This guy has an attitude. So do I. Well, I didn't hire myself, obviously.
Glad you
We've
pointed
tried
that.
sacking you, but
Yeah.
Not worked yet.
Unsuccessful.
Yeah.
But that's where you differ from other companies because
Yeah.
some companies would judge on experience and your degrees and things like that, whereas you have chosen to put the company first over the degree. Although you have got most people who have a degree.
That's because they've had the experience from their old employers that hired them probably based on having a degree.
I don't think I was hired on a degree, not at my first role, because I went straight into PPC specialist and I had no actual skill of PPC at the time.
Did you lie?
No.
Why
You should never lie. Why do you always think people lie on
Because
CVs?
they hired you as a PPC specialist when you had no PPC experience.
Because I would have been a junior. So they
Oh, okay.
trained me because there is no real way of learning PPC without being trained.
I was going to say, in my first role as a PPC specialist, it helped me with my degree did, because I applied for my job through the university job board. That's how I found my job. And also I think there was some funding from the university for my actual role itself, so I think that helped also. And I know in other roles I've applied for since, having that degree on my CV has shown to the employer themselves that because I studied marketing and the role I'm going for is a marketing one, they're quite confident in, just on paper, they're quite confident that I'm happy in my career choice and so forth. So I just think that that's also another benefit for doing a degree in certain aspects for myself.
Serious point on what you just said. Did uni actually help you get work? For you, it did.
So on that application that I did, yes. In terms of like my day-to-day work, is that right? Yeah. In terms of day-to-day work, I want to say mostly no. Like for example, my technical skills in PPC and SEO, they were learnt. They were never taught from university, and I learned from online resources and also working in the digital environments and working within companies. However, there are some things that I did learn from university. So for example, writing proposals, understanding marketing as a concept as well. Like I know it probably is fairly easy for loads of people to sort of understand, but I feel like because of my experience and just studying marketing for 4 years, I do understand a little bit more about the concept and different theories and different ideas that you can get from marketing, and I probably value it quite a bit.
Yeah. Actually, your degree's a sandwich course, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
So you got the uni learning, but then you also got the 1 year of experience working in the actual field.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
That's kind of the best of both worlds.
Yeah. So that was another reason why I went to university as well. Actually, I chose to do a sandwich course. A sandwich course basically lets me, in my third year of university, go out into industry for a year and see what was what. And my year in industry wasn't actually completely marketing related. It was a bit of sales, a bit of marketing, more sort of training sort of stuff. But it helped me really get exposure to the world of like business and like working with people, working with teams and so forth. So I feel like, yeah, it definitely helped me in terms of being employable though, 100%.
So do we think it's important to have a range of backgrounds within a company, or do you think it just really doesn't matter, it just depends on whether everyone in a team gets on? Anyone?
I'd say it's good to have a range of backgrounds because you sort of can then sort of compare your experiences and you'll probably have different ways of thinking about things, which means you can then bounce off each other much more.
But does that come from the background or the personality?
I guess it's a bit of both, isn't it, really? It's a bit of both.
I think it's definitely good to have a different range of backgrounds, because I know since I came in, we've done like some more Facebook advertising. I know since you've come in, Freddie, yourself, even it's not been like less than a month almost, and I've definitely seen myself picking up a few things from yourself in terms of like website and WordPress and so forth. So just having that experience from everywhere it definitely helps me. So everyone in the team definitely can like contribute and so forth. So
Yeah, no, I've definitely noticed that. But that's not taught from uni, is it?
No.
no.
None of our skills, none of my skills in what I do day to day has come from uni. What can you say to that?
I don't know.
Take away
Like,
from that then.
Don't go to uni.
Don't
Don't bother.
Don't
unless
do
you're a weirdo
master's.
like me and you need to change.
And you need to go and do law.
You need to.
I probably take more value in my actual degree than my master's, and my degree has less to do with
Depends.
marketing than.
It's weird actually.
My
I did
masters.
it. Yeah, I was gonna say I did this course. I did a 2-year course at college, which was a BTEC business or like level 3 diploma, whatever. And what I learned in those 2 years were much more beneficial than I did in my 4 years in terms of university. Those 2 years I did actual like modules, which were very much case study focused rather than theory focused. And I always look back at those 2 years at college, and I think what a better experience I had there really. Sometimes.
We're really slating uni here, aren't we?
Ollie, a question for you though.
Yes.
Most uni grads now don't necessarily have work experience unless they've gone for a sandwich course. Would you hire someone straight out of uni with no experience apart from maybe like retail experience over someone who potentially had been out and worked for a year?
Was the work they did relevant to marketing?
Let's go with a marketer, someone who's done marketing, not necessarily PPC, but marketing as a whole.
If they were both equal, then definitely the second choice. Experience smashes education
We're
for
really
me.
not selling education.
I know it's bad, but it's not bad. It is bad.
But at the same time, it's like we're not selling university, but at the same time, we have to educate ourselves every single day, though. Like,
Yes.
We are still learning.
That's the main thing. That's the key. Like every single day, Google changes. We have to keep up to date with.
I think
Everything.
one thing we haven't really covered is learning to learn,
Oh,
because that is something you do. It's a bit meta, but if you get into the habits of wanting to learn and wanting to understand things, then you can apply that to any job you actually end up going with. So
I feel you have to have an interest in it.
oh, you definitely have to have an interest, yeah. But I think if you go to university and you choose to study something, it's because you've got an interest in it anyway.
Ollie
So
did.
that would then
Ollie
Ollie,
did
were
not
you
have an
interested in
interest in law.
Yeah, why did you do law?
Lastminutedecision.com.
Mine was too. I wasn't meant to be on events. I was meant to be on a business studies and first semester, and I decided I didn't enjoy business, so I moved to events because it looked like more fun.
Wow.
And it was more fun.
Well, you made the right decision there.
See, I wanted to do journalism since as long as I can remember.
Well, marketing
Look
is
how that turned
journalism. At least yours was closer than Ollie's.
True.
See, mine was a slight change. I did HR at first
Yeah.
and changed it to marketing.
Did you?
Yeah.
Why didn't you enjoy
Why
HR?
is it on your CV?
Yeah, why?
Liar.
I changed that. I know.
Told you everyone lies on
I changed
CVs.
from HR to marketing like in the first year.
In the first year?
Yeah.
How are you allowed to switch in the first year?
Because mine was a dual honours.
Oh, so it's the business side of things.
Yeah, yeah.
That makes sense.
So like the doing honours, so
Yeah.
it's So the first side is business management, and the second side is marketing. And so I had a choice between marketing, HR, entrepreneurship, and
Something
accountancy, I think it was. So
That's
I think there might have been another one, international business
I
as
think
well.
that's what I was going. That was
Yeah.
what my course was meant to do. It was meant to lead into something else.
Yeah.
But first semester, I was like,
Yeah.
no, this is too boring.
So
I'm gonna go.
So I went in with a business management and HR, so a degree on my name to work for, but then I changed because I found out that
HR's boring.
I don't know what it was. I
Is
don't
that
know
what
what it
you're
was. I
trying to
think
say?
it was just marketing was just a bit more my thing, maybe.
I think accountant's just too nice to be in HR.
Yeah.
What? And I'm not.
Yes.
Straight to the point. Has anyone else got anything they'd like to add with the topic in general?
I would say
Any advice?
one bit of advice I'd like to give. If anyone's sort of thinking about going into marketing and they don't actually have any experience, one of the things I'd suggest looking at are sort of the Google and HubSpot exams and the courses online. They're all free, and it's just a really good way to start learning if that's something you want to do.
If someone came to me with that background but no experience, I'd be more likely to hire them
Yeah.
over someone else because it shows that they've got the initiative and they actually want to learn as well.
Yeah. No, that's true.
Completely.
No. I think that's one of the most desirable traits for me is a hirer. People that are self-learners and they want to kind of advance their skills. It's massive. It's like, it's the difference between someone coming in and doing their job every day versus someone coming in and doing their job, but then adding more to the company. And that little bit of extra add on more, it just lifts the mood. It makes everyone feel great. Everyone's like, oh, wow, we're so cutting edge. And it's just great. Self-learn. It's the way forward.
But also provide learning for your employees as well.
Oh, I have. What did I-
No,
Oh.
I have.
To be fair,
Yeah.
when I started,
You're
I
about to
didn't
get
even
slated.
know what pay-per-click was.
She
And
didn't,
The first 6 months of me starting, it was just me and you, so you obviously taught me something.
so she obviously still didn't know what
You know.
pay-per-click was.
That was a compliment, right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
You had to ask, that's worrying.
Yeah, just in case. You never know.
Then I joined.
Yeah. Haven't had a compliment since.
Anyway. Anything else? No?
I think we've covered everything.
Yeah, I think we have
Cam,
more than covered
I
anything.
think you should give one last piece of advice to anyone listening.
I think just to wrap it up though, like I think it's important just to keep up to date with digital marketing. Like Freddie said, like everyone else has said, if you want to have a career in digital marketing, you need to really understand what PPC is and SEO is, and what the
Be on
differences
top of
are in
it.
digital marketing. Understand what these channels are and how they affect to like company success, and then if you understand those sort of fundamentals, and just hone your skills in sort of one area and sort of build upon, and I think that's what we do as individuals at Repeat Digital. So
Yeah.
that's it really.
That's
Perfect.
repeatdigital.com.
Yeah. Well, thank you for listening, everyone. If you'd like to share your own experiences with either uni or apprenticeships, whether you've done an apprenticeship or you're thinking about hiring an apprentice, then let us know in the comments, and we'd love to sort of start a discussion online.
Keep being awesome. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.